Hello there, guys. Welcome back to Younes Talks Football. Welcome back to a brand new video. I hope all of you are doing well today. What a day, eh? As things are really starting to heat up and we are approaching deadline day. I'll be giving you all my thoughts, so make sure you guys are here up until deadline day without a doubt. Subscribe button, notification bell on. Don't forget to check out the socials on screen for you and in the description. And before we get cracking with what's gone on today, there's been a lot of recycling today. Oh my God, the recycling today would be enough to save the planet. Do you know what I mean? I'm surprised this recycling hasn't been sponsored by Greenpeace. We don't hear from them much nowadays, do we? Ironically, funny that. But when it comes to all of that crazy news from today, where it's just the constant rehashing, we'll jump into that very shortly. Before we do, two things. Firstly, I was on a collab earlier on with good old Minerals. So go and check out Johnny's channel, Minerals FC. You'll go and have a look at what I've had to say on there. And secondly, I was on another collab where that video has just been made live because we had that conversation earlier on this evening. And it's with none other than Nini FC, Mr. Blue Lions TV. So go and check out his as well. I'll leave both links here so you can check out both for in this corner. Hit those and you'll be able to watch both. But it's been a long time since I was on Nini's channel as well. And we had a very good conversation. A very good video has been put out today. And there will be a second one. We did do two. So a second one will be coming. He might drop that tomorrow, I think, during the day or something. But keep your eyes peeled. Very good videos and a good stream with Johnny. Overall, a very good collab day. So make sure you go over those and check it out. Now, let's get cracking. What happened today? You know, because there was so much in terms of posts. So many posts that I can't line them up and show you because there's that many. If not, I'll be clicking for the entire video. And I'm like, no, you know what? I'm going to try and look at the big bits from today. It's crazy. Look, can you hear the scroll? I'm just scrolling and I'm only at 8 hours ago. That's how much we've seen today. It's crazy. I'm going to try and start. All right, I've got an idea now. Fabrizio recycled what he said yesterday, right? That Chelsea and Osimhen talks ongoing. You know what? I might be able to actually just show you on screen where I am and we'll just go along with it for the flow. So that, 9 hours ago, he reposted what he said yesterday, right? We got Trevor Chalobah, who apparently could still leave Chelsea before the close of the window. But apparently he's impressed everyone at the club based on how he's conducted himself. And because of that, Chelsea apparently are considering getting rid of Disasi instead. Now, for me, that would be rectifying one problem and one mistake that we've made. But that remains to be seen. That remains to be seen because we don't know what's going to happen on Friday. So let's wait and see. And is anyone even going to come for Victor Disasi? Bloody hell, imagine if he existed. For Axel Disasi, you never know. But when it comes to Victor Osimhen, right? This is the big fish. Fabrizio said this. So Victor Osimhen has Al-Ahli bid and Chelsea bid. He's negotiating with Chelsea. If the deal doesn't happen, he can go to Al-Ahli. Nothing new, nothing changed. Fabrizio was stuck with this for the entire day, right? And he's then come out with this. Al-Ahli management set to travel to Italy today to advance in talks with Victor Osimhen. Nothing changed yet as Chelsea remain in talks with Osimhen over personal terms and salary. And only possible if Chelsea are not able to agree on terms with Victor. So what he's saying is basically, this is between Chelsea and Victor Osimhen. If that doesn't happen, then Al-Ahli come into the picture. As it stands, Al-Ahli are not a threat to Chelsea. They are the alternative option to Chelsea. That's what he said. We then did have, and if I can find it, whilst Fabrizio did clarify that there was constant negotiating and Chelsea are trying to agree a salary with Osimhen. If they can do that, he'll fly to London. If not, then he will obviously entertain Al-Ahli. So This is where we got more news from Fabrizio. Understand Al-Ahli proposal to Victor Osimhen includes a release clause, crucial point requested by the Nigerian striker, and talks will continue in person with Al-Ahli management in Italy for direct talks. While Chelsea keep negotiating on contract terms with Victor. And apparently his fee has been cut, like substantially, which is why Chelsea are happy to get into this and are negotiating direct. But there was, I think it was Di Marzio earlier on that tried to say that there was a done deal with Al-Ahli, and I can't seem to find it. I don't even know if I saved it. But basically, that's the latest on Victor Osimhen. This transfer window ends on Friday. And it's like I've said, there is the case of this needs to come down to a compromise. This has to be Chelsea not penny pinching, but trying to bring Victor Osimhen as down as possible. And I think Victor Osimhen, it doesn't help that Al-Ahli are now in the picture. But the one sticking point here is that they're in Saudi. You have a choice. You either play in Chelsea, European football, Premier League, creme de la creme, or you have to, at your age, go and play in Saudi. You'll be getting a lot of money, don't get me wrong, but you have to play in Saudi. What are you going to do? And that's where I feel like Chelsea will try and leverage that point to the very end, right? Because Al-Ahli are in the picture, I'm inclined to think there's a possibility that we might get substantial news tomorrow, which is Thursday, rather than deadline day, because imagine having to rush like that on deadline day when you've got a Saudi club involved. Now, the thing about Saudi is that their transfer window doesn't end on Friday. So you could also argue maybe that's where things do go to deadline day, because he knows in the back of his head, if it doesn't work with Chelsea on deadline day, then it's all right. I can still make a move to Saudi after that, so it's cool. So maybe tomorrow, maybe Friday, we'll wait and see. But my gut feeling, I do feel like Victor Osimhen and Chelsea will come to an agreement where it's not a cheap fee in terms of salary. It's not a cheap salary. I do think that we will have to fork out over 200k. I reckon we'll end up maybe giving 220k, something like that. I feel like the wage structure will be broken. It has to be, and I welcome it. Because when you're getting players of this quality, you have to break that structure. I'm sorry, it is what it is. You want top players, you pay top salary. But it's a very good top salary. It's not 300 and something odd a week. This is affordable, considering we're letting go of Sterling, Lukaku's already gone, and whatnot. If we're letting go of Sterling, by the way. I'll come to that in a sec. But that's a very interesting point. Overall, in terms of that getting done, hopefully it does, and we'll see what happens. So let me know your thoughts. That's the latest really on Victor Osimhen. We've not got much else to say. Not much else to say. Apparently we're in for a defender. This is the latest. So Chelsea apparently really appreciate Thomas Araujo and have him on their shortlist for new centre-back in case one leaves in the next days. Who's leaving? Chalobah? Maybe. This I don't understand personally, and he might be a good defender. We don't actually know too much about him. I don't personally. But 22 years old, well, if you're going to get him in, you might as well keep Trev. But again, Trev's going to bring in pure profit. This guy won't. We'll buy this guy. I'm sure it will be a fee that's not insanely large, but not insanely small, something balanced. But on the books, we will have profit from Chalobah this season. Whereas his transfer fee can be spread out, no problem. And I feel like that's where the devil is in the detail, perhaps. Anyway, if you know anything about Thomas, good old Thomas here, then let us know. Much appreciated. That will be a good one to read and have a look in terms of an understanding. PSG are also interested in him, apparently, because Skriniar is off to Al Nassr. So I genuinely don't know too much on this guy, so hit me up in the comments. Much appreciated. Apart from that, there's only one other story here, and that's about Raheem Sterling. Now, there is a non-Chelsea story I'll come to at the end. But Raheem Sterling, oh boy, oh boy, oh boy. This one gets me nervous, I can't lie. And this is why. Check out what Enzo Maresca had to say in his press conference as we play Servette tomorrow. Check this out. Enzo Maresca on what will happen if Raheem Sterling stays at Chelsea. They don't get any minutes in case they stay. Bloody hell. Now, Fabrizio clarified the whole quote. All the players who in this moment are training apart will not get any minutes in case they stay. My advice to Sterling, he knows exactly what he has to do. It's not just Raheem, all of them. I have to say, this is brutal, and I welcome it, but this is an unnecessary situation that Chelsea have created here. And I say Chelsea because this has come from upstairs, right? This isn't Enzo Maresca going, get rid of this player, get rid of that player, get rid of that player, get rid of that player. It's not. We know it's not. He's okay with it. But like he's mentioned in the past, he's not in charge of transfers. Like he's mentioned in the past, his own words, you'd have to pay him double his salary if you want him to take charge of the outgoing players, right? This was an unnecessary situation to have 10 to 15 players, Sterling, Chilwell and Chalobah all included in that, training separately from the main squad at Cobham, and they're waiting for a move to happen. I can understand players training apart if a move has already been agreed with a club and they're moving on and it's done, that's it, okay. If you're still here for whatever reason, the move isn't going to happen today or tomorrow, so you still got a sharp to work, then cool, we'll stick you in this section. But to literally build a Berlin Wall, right, West Germany, East Germany, if you're not old enough to remember what that was, I was born when that whole situation was resolved. So not even I remember it. But I've read my history. And I know that there was a West Germany and an East Germany, and the wall was in Berlin, cutting through the capital. You had half the capital and they had half the capital, and it was like two complete different nations. One was normal and one was communist. You know, and one wall was separating it. It's the same at Cobham. You got the main squad, and then you've got a bunch of outcasts where some of them are established players here, Sterling, Chilwell, Chalobah. They're just chilling there, doing what? Nothing? No club to go to? Like this isn't right. It's not right. It's not healthy. It's not good to have at the training ground. We've got to flog 10 to 15 lads by Friday. It's Wednesday night. And especially players like Sterling or Chilwell, because salaries, right? And you can get decent fees for them. We got to get a move on. We have to, now the damage is done, we have to get rid of these players. We have to. There is no ifs, buts or maybes. We have to get rid. So let's wait and see what's going to happen. But we have to entertain the possibility here. What if they can't be sold? Well, Enzo's just said they ain't playing. Oh, great. So what's happening there then? What, they're just going to show up to Cobham each day and just kick a ball about next to the main squad that are training properly for games, and they're just going to rot? Like, it's unnecessary. There was no need to banish these players and separate them like this when you didn't have a move sorted for them. That's the mistake here. This could have been prevented, man. So let's hope that they get sold. They better get sold. If not, Cobham's not going to be a healthy place. I'm going to just say that. So that's that. Now, in other news, pretty interesting scenes coming out of Liverpool. I know there's the whole Jadon Sancho thing, but we've not really heard. We know Chelsea are interested, Juventus are interested, the player's keen on either, but he's keen on Chelsea too, apparently. But that's all we've really heard. There's nothing been concrete, so we'll wait and see what happens in regards to that. However, elsewhere, Liverpool, Federico Chiesa will be Liverpool player today. He's set to travel to Merseyside from the exclusive news on Monday to the here we go. So, Chiesa on his way to Liverpool. If he stays injury-free, brilliant signing. If he doesn't, well, unlucky Liverpool. basically. But this is why I said I would have taken him at Chelsea. Now, I'm glad we got Neto and we got Felix. I'll take that instead of Chiesa, no problem, right? But Chiesa's a top player. On his day, top player. So let's wait and see how he's going to fit in at Liverpool, because Liverpool have a lot of options in terms of their wings as well. They got loads of players now and options. Luis Diaz, they've got Jota, they've got Salah, they've got now they've got Chiesa, they've got guys that I'm missing out, and I know I'm missing out, but I can't pick them off the top of my head. They've got options here. Yeah, they're filled. So going to be interesting to see how that dynamic is going to work out. Luis Diaz, did I mention Luis Diaz? I don't think I did. Or if I did, then yeah, goldfish memories kicking in. But that's basically that. Tomorrow, Chelsea play Servette in the away leg of the Conference League. And I'm expecting to see some not so familiar faces. I'm expecting to see Jorgensen in goal, for example. I'm expecting to see maybe Dewsbury Hall start, Margue start. I would go with the players that are not normally getting minutes, or the guys that you really want to try and find out more about in a competitive game, like Dewsbury Hall. The defenders such as Tosin and whatnot probably need to play. So there's that. If things go left for whatever reason, and Servette score the first goal and it's starting to look sticky and we're losing 1-0, well, then at that point, bring on the big boys. Bring on Palmer and bring on Madueke and bring on all these guys and kill the game. Yeah, bring on Felix, bring on Neto, kill the game. So let's wait and see what's going to happen. My prediction for that, I do think we should win. I am going to go with another 2-0 win away from home. And then bring on Palace on the weekend, where you will get a proper preview for that. When do we play? Is it on the Saturday or is it on the... Is it Saturday or Sunday? We play Sunday, surely, because we played Conference League Thursday. Yeah, it's Sunday, 4:30. Okay, so the preview will be on Saturday. And then the review to that, 4:30... No, that'll be fine. I'll be able to give you a review. I'm traveling again, briefly, not long. But I'll be able to get you a review immediately after that. And then I'm away for a week, but I'll give you videos here and there. And then when I'm back, following Sunday, then I'm back properly, and that's it. No more traveling. So there we are. Let me know your thoughts down below. Much appreciated. On Osimhen, mainly, what do you think is going to happen towards the end of this window? Let me know down below. Much appreciated. And... everything else that I've mentioned, the 10 to 15 players we have exiled, everything, let me know down below. Check out the collabs like I've already linked you to. Hit the subscribe button here. Much appreciated. Notification bell on. Socials on screen, especially Instagram. I'm active there, so make sure you're following. And I'll see all of you tomorrow for a brand new one. Review after Servette. Bring it on. I'll see you then. Have a good one, people. Look after yourselves. See you tomorrow. Take care and peace.